percussive puncher from the Virgin Islands, and many people believe that this is the hardest hitter in the world of boxing. And if you have doubts about that, ask Harold Graham, because he felt the weight of that punch.
Well, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first the challenger on my right. He is fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring attired in powder blue trunks with white trim. Fighting out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, by way of Ponce, Puerto Rico. He weighed in at an even 160 pounds. His record includes 16 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw, with 10 wins by way of knockout. And he is ranked the number 8 middleweight contender in the world, as ranked by the WBC. Welcome the fighter known as the Mongoose, Ismael Negron. And his opponent across the ring. On my left, fighting out of the red corner, is the defending world champion. He enters the ring wearing white trunks with multicolored trim, which celebrates the silver jubilee of the Virgin Islands. He is fighting out of St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, weighed in at a ready 159 pounds. His record includes a tremendous 42 wins with only 1 defeat and an impressive 40 big wins by way of knockout. He is the former WBA Junior Middleweight Champion, currently the defending WBC Middleweight Champion of the World, introducing Julian the Hawk Jackson. Once again, here's your referee in charge, Mills Lane.
Mills Lane, a real character, personality referee.
All right, gentlemen.
Let's see what his instructions are here.
Step on in here. You've already gone through the instructions in the dressing room 1 time. I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? Let's get it on.
That's his little trademark expression, let's get it on. Fans love it. Now, Julian Jackson has had terrible problems. He's had eye surgery, detached retina. The British Boxing Board of Control wouldn't let him into Britain to fight Harold Graham. They had to have that fight in Spain. Graham ran rings round him and then ran into one absolute humdinger of a punch, and it was good night. And that can happen to anybody Jackson fights. Oh, he's got him with a left hook straight away. And then a right. And Negron looking a bit cold here and frozen in the headlights. Good punches early on from Jackson.
Yeah, and I don't even want to talk, because you know with Jackson it could end at any time, and when he hits them, they're hit.
And he's already hit Negron, who's had a bit of an out career, and that might be it. The left hook. Jackson thinks he's won it already. He might be right. Ismael Negron, the Puerto Rican, fighting out of Grand Rapids in Michigan. It might be all over in the first round. He doesn't know where he is. Surely Mills Lane is not going to let him go on. He does not know what night it is. Good decision from the referee. He could not let him out to face any more of that from Julian Jackson. That would have been a very sadistic decision by the referee. Well, he's done it again. It's amazing, this fellow's knockout record. He's won 41 by knockout out of 43 wins. And the last person to take him to points was 10 years ago.
And you know, the funny thing about his knockouts is that they have been clean knockouts, not referee-stopped fights like, boom, 1 punch and the fight's finished.
It's amazing, really. I mean, Negron must have got in the ring knowing the kind of thing that can happen, but he could do absolutely nothing about it. He certainly looked cold coming into it. Another first-round win. The Hawk has beaten the Mongoose here. He's still the WBC middleweight champion.
Well, you know something, Ian, if you've got bad eyesight, that's the way to fight. Don't give him a chance to hit you.
He's 31, and you know, you can forget, really, the boxing. This guy has got the ultimate equalizer in those fists, isn't he?
Yes, he can always bring it up and like, get the payback, the equalising punch, just as he did with Harold Graham. That is amazing.
Well, here it is again. This is what Julian Jackson is all about. Lights out.
With either hand as well, isn't it? The mongoose there was most probably not watching the right, and he did it with the left. You see with the Julian Jackson knockouts, he's trying to get up, they stay hurt, really hurt.
He does, he just scrambles your senses when he catches you right.
Perfect.
I spoke to a couple of fellows who fought this guy, and they say he punches like a heavyweight.
Well, if he was fighting any heavyweight, they'd give him trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time 50 seconds in round number 1. The referee in charge, Mills Lane, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, improving his record to 43-1 with 41 knockouts. He is still the WBC middleweight champion of the world, Julian the Hawk Jackson.
Well, they've been trying to retire this fellow. They say he should fight on because of all the eye problems and that it's dangerous. But all the time they've been saying that, the only people it's proved really dangerous for have been his opponents. And all I can say is, if he's going to finish fights like that, goodness